Hey guys, welcome back. Hopefully you guys did not just hear that. Welcome back to the channel, CD Gamer. Today is a video on dressing and stuff. My lips are red because I just ate push pop. And guys, my eyes look so red. That's so weird. So are my lips. They look so red. Like, redder than they were in the mirror. I'm sick today. As you can tell, I'm blowing my nose into a shirt. I'm in a comfy outfit. I thought while I was in bed, I just thought, like, while I was in bed and sick and stuff, you know, not having to sit like this for gaming videos, I would do this video. So, because Thanksgiving break could get really busy, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like my videos on Roblox as coming to change what in. Okay guys, the biggest thing I've seen people comment on, honestly, is I didn't share much about this because a lot of our conversations were public. But there was somebody I got in a relationship with in July. His name is Joshua. Well, was. We dated for a few weeks. I'll tell you more about it. So, if you guys don't know, here's just the full background, you know, full story. July 16th, I'm just gonna go about my day. I get a notification, you know, YouTube notification, you know, somebody commented on one of my posts from, like, last December. And, he says, well, he first asked me, would you consider us dating? I've had the biggest crush on you since December or something, like 2023, if I remember right. Yep, it was December 2023. And, well, things go from there, like, we start dating. And since his parents already know now, you know, kind of thing, I'll just say it. His dad didn't know about us. Like, he didn't want us. Like, he didn't. Like, the mom was cool with it, kind of thing. Like, cool with us dating and stuff, and talking. And the dad wasn't gonna be so, you know, willing and down for us to do that, you know, just talk. So we had to kind of keep it a secret. And, oh wow, my nose feels a little better. I did put nasal spray in it, so that's good. So yeah, on August 6th of this, yeah? What's happening? What is happening? She's in such a weird mood. It doesn't really help with us being sick. Me and Lynn are both sick, actually. I feel so bad, honestly, but anyway. So yeah, his dad finds out we have to break up. And, like, just a little more details on him. He liked my music, watched my videos, etc. Why does my chest keep making that weird sound? And if you ask me, his world just, like, you know, just went downhill after we broke up because, like, I know how that feels, man. Like, having your crush just crush something kind, like you have feelings for them, but they don't for you. Like, it's honestly sad, you know? That was definitely part of it for him. And just the fact that we had to break up. I didn't know he had a crush on me for a year. Like, which is crazy. So, August 20th. Okay, guys. That's gonna be, like, so hard for me to talk about. So, I get a comment from him. On his account, anyway. And and his mom tells me that he, let's just say, took his last breath on August 18th, the day we were supposed to start high school, like, us both. And, like, we were the same age, guys. Me and him were both the same age. Like, for real. August 30th, 2010, everything. I mean, I don't know what time and stuff, but, you know, like, same day. Like, that is crazy. I was thinking about that so much on my birthday. And, like, I don't think I even told you guys this, but there would be a song I listened to all the time. I play it occasionally now. It's called Signs by Tate McRae. It's on her newest album, So Close to What. He actually listened to it too. Like, I told him to try it out, and he did, and we both liked it. And I went along 2 months. This has just changed for me, honestly, guys. Like, on the 1st or something, maybe the 2nd, I listened to it. I'm like, this actually doesn't make me feel depressed anymore. So, like, I went, like, 2 months without, well, I mean, I would listen to it just to cry, honestly. And on August 21st, my mom saw me kind of in my feels. I was just kind of, like, playing with my hands on my bed, just getting ready for class to start. And she could tell I was sad. And she was like, I'm gonna get you a real therapist, okay? Like, she was just kind of like that, just like, you need a real therapist. And I was just like, alright. Because, like, guys, I've had so much happen to me, like, my whole existence, my whole life, like, it's a lot. And I still haven't gotten a real therapist, but I do have some other resources of, you know, express myself, letting it out. I journal, I color a picture, I try to calm myself down, I try to fidget and stuff. I'm surprised I didn't just, like, break down while telling you guys he passed away. Like, his mom was like, I'm trying to remember what she said exactly. I need Cobain. Without her, I'm nothing. I would rather watch her than not be with her. Like, you know, watch me from, you know, up there. Like, that hit me so deep, honestly. And, like, my life has not been the same. I feel like knowing that he isn't here anymore because of his, you know, situation and us. And now here we go into Curtis, okay? It's so crazy, guys. The biggest coincidence ever, if you ask me. August 21st, he gets back into contact with me. That was the day we got back together. And, like, it's just so crazy. And I would tell Curtis, too, like, oh, I would tell him how I feel about Joshua. He would just kind of guilt trip me and, like, I mean, not really guilt trip, just, like, I guess make me feel, I mean, that's what that is, but anyway. My brain, I'm sick, I'm sorry, guys. I remember one day being sad about Joshua, and, like, I was talking to Curtis while I was kind of in my feels, and he was like, how long is eventually, when are you gonna get over him? And, like, honestly, guys, I told him right there, you know, like, in text message, this is why I can't talk to you about this kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going to be talking to you about this stuff anymore. And I really didn't talk to him about it much since then. I'm just like, dang, I really can't talk to anybody, it feels like. Like, without someone getting mad, asking me a bunch of questions, or, I don't know, just all the above, I guess. Like, it really sucks, like, it's so crazy, too, like, the same thing actually happened, guys. You know, it's funny because I said in my Q&A, I did in, like, September, oh, I don't see him doing something like that again. Happened again. There would be times where I'd ask him very direct questions, and he wasn't streaming, and he would still just ignore me. Like, he would sit there for, like, 10 minutes on Snap, like, you can see the little Bitmoji, and, like, I wouldn't get a response for a little while, like, and there'd be times where he wasn't streaming. Hear me out, there'd be times where he wasn't streaming. Like, I'm not that unreasonable, you know? Like, after, like, the third or fourth time, I got really fed up with it. And honestly, like, a few weeks of it happening, I started to just not really care. And, like, we both honestly had our suspicions on, you know, me cheating on him cheating on me. Like, he asked me for my contacts, and, you know, I did it. I had nothing to hide. And I asked him for his. My mom said it's only fair, honestly. And I'm like, I mean, she has a point. So, I mean, I asked him for his, and that's when I got over the suspicion of him cheating on me. And so let's see, like, why I broke up with him, like, the final straw, I told you guys in one of my videos, like, my gaming videos from a couple weekends ago, I think, that, he belittled me on, like, October 19th, like, the night of, oh yeah, it was October 19th, Sunday night. I was just agreeing with him. You know, like, he was like, I really don't want to go to work/school tomorrow. I'm just like, same, you know, I mean, and he's like, you don't go to work, you have school. I'm like, okay, guys, technically, he's not employed either. He was looking for a job when, you know, we were together. So, you know, he's technically not having to worry about, you know, adulthood, I guess. I don't know, that's just how he made it sound. Like, that was it for me. I'm like, all the times where, like, asking very direct questions, doesn't respond to me for a little while. Not to mention, like, leaves the phone open for 10 minutes or more. What happened last year, this year, that, guys, listen to me. I really think that he found Lennon romantic. Like, looked at her in a romantic way. Okay, so, this was last year. November 24th. Wait. Yep, November 24th, 2024. Lennon touched up her blonde. And I think that was one of the nights I touched up my red. When I had red hair. He says cute. I didn't think anything of this then, okay? Plus, that was like 2 days before we broke up. What a coincidence, right? Well, last year. And this year when we were dating again, I just feel like he asked about her more than, like, he did last year. I have a feeling that he would look at her in a kind of romantic way. So, I mean, like, it was just weird, you know? Like, I honestly wanted to go with my gut. Like, he's totally looking at your sister in a romantic way. My mom honestly asked me, why would you guys stay together then if you thought that about him? I'm like, I don't know. I'm learning too, you know? And honestly, guys, my biggest, I don't know, goal to have for my next, you know, relationship, if that'll even be a thing, is to honestly, like, it's not that I'm trying to be selfish, or I was trying to be selfish or anything. I want to be comfortable if, you know, Lennon asks for my girlfriend /BS number. or something. Like, I would want to be comfortable with that. I feel like the past few times I've dated people, I've just kind of wanted to keep the, you know, what do I call it? I don't even want to be selfish by it. Like, I want he/her to get to know my siblings and stuff. And it's also kind of hard too because after my recent interactions with that kind of stuff, you know, Curtis possibly romantically thinking of my sister, you know, that's really hard though. Like, that's kind of where I'm just like, do I just kind of keep doing what I've been doing the past relationships I've had, or do I just be more open and let my girlfriend/BF have my family's number too, you know? Like, I really want to try and be better with that, and try me again in 2026. I'm done with the heartbreak this year, like, 3 relationships, plus back together with one. Like, it's just been so much mentally, physically, and stuff with relationships, and all of this year, let's be honest. And I don't know, I just know I'm gonna get my heart broken again. That's what I say every single time when I'm dating somebody, and it's unfortunately true. Thank you guys for watching, though. Hopefully this kind of cleared some rumors up, because, like, when I saw the comment, she ditched Joshua for Curtis. Like, no. Guys, you have to remember, too, I only tell you guys very little about my life, if you think about it. Or very little in my days. I don't just spit out everything. Like, that's some things I feel like viewers, you know, they don't keep in mind. They think their creators just share every little thing with them, and, like, that's not true and shouldn't be true. There should be things in your day that are meant to be private. Like, your viewers don't need to know what time you went to the bathroom. You know? They don't need to know what you ate for breakfast every day, whatever. Like, I know some people are like that, like, day in my life kind of thing. You don't have to do that. I feel like something most creators forget. Like, you don't have to do this. Whatever you make, you don't have to post. You know? Like, it's true. Like, I feel like viewers/watchers just forget that creators do not share every little bit of their lives with you. And that's something you should keep in mind when you're watching somebody on YouTube. I hope that cleared some rumors up, speculation. Guys, if me and Joshua, like, if his dad didn't find out about us, or, you know, the dad was just cool with it, or Curtis didn't get back with me, like, back together with me, and Joshua didn't, you know, me and him would have still been together today, honestly. Like, I would not ditch Joshua for Curtis, ever. Like, he was so sweet. And I hope this cleared some rumors up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try and make one gaming video tonight. I'm definitely feeling better than this morning, I'll tell you that. See you guys when I see y'all. I'll try and see you guys tonight because it's a long weekend.